Yo, what's going on guys, Specs here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going through and checking out the brand new godly units in AnimeLastStand. If you guys didn't know, this week they reworked a bunch of them, bro. I think all of them actually got reworked, so it's pretty fire. I've got 3 to showcase today, so with all that yapping out of the way, man, go showcase these units. All right, fellas, here we are in game, man, and we have our guy Escanor here, bro. I am so excited to check out what this guy's doing. First things first, man, I can already tell something's up with him because the sunburn effect, I don't think any other character in this game has this. I could be wrong. Maybe this is what they just called the burn effect. I do not remember ever seeing this, like, icon before, so I assume this is exclusive to Escanor, which is pretty awesome. That's already, we're off to an amazing start here. If a character has its own like ability, you know he's going to be good. He has his own effect, you know he's going to be a beast. Let's go ahead and upgrade him. Also, forgot to mention his leader ability is 30% damage to all flame types, damage over time, which is kind of 50-50. It's good if you're using an all flame team, but right now I can't really think of any flame units that are like meta other than of course Escanor himself. Like, this is going to be a really nice buff to Escanor, but it's nothing what he had before where it's like the plus 20 damage. Unbelievably broken. It makes sense why they took it out. Let's go to upgrade this guy. Oh, wait. Does he have the same passive? Yeah. Damage and range increase every wave until wave 15. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about this, but like, I don't think he had the range before. I thought it was only damage. And he also has the Sin of Pride, which is, of course, Pride pities the other fire units in his range, increasing their damage over time damage by 15% and damage by 10%, and range by 15%. Dear, oh my gosh. If you use this guy in an all-fire team, bro, he's going to be disgusting. He's like the fire super support, man. Let's see what he gets. Anything seems to be just like the same. Okay, good. He still has the full AoE. You guys know, if you're a fan of this channel, man, y'all know how much I love full AoE units, bro. They're my favorite. So that's awesome. He keeps that. Keep on upgrading, keep on upgrading, and he's much more expensive. I do not remember him being that much before, by the way. He is super expensive now, but I don't really care about like the DPS and the range and stuff, to be honest with you guys. They're godly units. They're going to have high damage. They're going to have high range. At the end of the day, I'm not going to pay too much attention to that. They're going to be goated. Other than that, man, let's take a look at this ability. Let's see what it does. The one ultimate. Oh my gosh. Increase damage by 50%. Decrease SPA by 25%. Increase range by 50%. Increase damage over time damage by 40% for 60 seconds. During these 60 seconds, gain blaze effect. After 60 seconds ends, this unit cannot attack for the next 120 seconds. I don't know what do they mean by blaze effect? Here we go. All right, let's see. Does he do anything? The one ultimate. So it doesn't look like it does anything. Oh, okay. Here, I can read what Blaze does. This unit attack, apply Blaze to all enemies hit. Afflicted enemies receive 150% of this unit's damage over 7 seconds. Okay. So it's basically just like an upgraded fire. It's just damage, bro. That's all that ability is. It's just pure damage. Nice. Okay. Escanor seems pretty good, man. I'm not sure if I'm going to rate these guys. Like, I kind of want to rate them compared to how they were. You know what I'm saying? Also, yeah, he's stunned for 120 seconds. So that's kind of unfortunate. I need to put Sunjin Woo down. But I think, honestly, Escanor is better than he used to be, bro. He's probably not gonna have that much higher DPS, like it's probably the same, but he didn't support. He did with his leader ability, but nah, that leader ability was so good though, bro. I gotta say, the fact that they took away that leader ability, I think makes Escanor a little bit worse than he used to be, bro. And that's crazy. It just goes to show how strong he was pre-rework. Like, Escanor was by far and away, in my opinion, the best godly, just out of pure value. Like, screw DPS, screw range, screw any type of like stat. It's just pure value out of a unit. I think Escanor had one of the highest values, just off that 20% damage buff for free. All right, fellas, next unit I'm gonna go ahead and check out is Sunjin Woo. Now, mine has Avatar and Mastery Enchant, so he's gonna be a little bit strong. You know, he doesn't have glitched or anything like a glorious is that what it's called? Don't really know what it's called, but any of like the super good enchants, but whatever, still pretty good. Go ahead and read what this passive says. Every 50 takedowns, Sun Woo increases the damage of all the shadows by 5%. That seems really good. That seems like really strong. Okay. And every 100 seconds, Sun Woo has a 50% chance to roar, slowing all enemies in range down by 30%, and enemies under 25% HP permanently take 50% more damage from Sun Woo and his shadows. Roar deals 5 times damage, Sun Woo's current damage to all enemies in range? What the? Yo! 50% chance to revive an enemy killed by Sun Woo with 150% of its max HP. Okay. And then Monarch's present. Any unit that enters Sun Woo's range permanently is permanently slowed by 10% and take 50% more damage from his shadows. Sun Woo and his shadows deal 1.5 times damage to bosses. Wow. Holy moly. This guy has like 8 passives and I haven't upgraded him once. He just comes with these. Also, one thing to mention, his undead army isn't built into the leader skill anymore. He just gets it for free. This guy is nasty. Like, I haven't looked at like any tier list or anything. Is this this guy not like top 1 in the game at this point? Like having this guy just as like a unit you just bring with you everywhere, it's not a bad idea, bro, because the army will just come with you. Plus Escanor with the flame damage, isn't one of his summons flame as well? That's pretty good synergy. Let's go to upgrade this guy, see if he gets anything. Nothing so far. So he didn't get anything from upgrading, but he did get like his boys here, I guess you'd call them, his summons, right? And do they have passives now? They do. Well, this guy doesn't, but the flame mage has passive. I don't think the flame mage had a passive before. Deal 20% more damage to enemies that are burning through burn or sunburn. Yeah, once again, really good synergy with Escanor. It's good. Ant King's command buff all of their shadows and range damage by 50%. Okay, he had this before, and no passive. And buff all shadows by 10%. Okay, makes sense. And I believe this is the exact same. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Shadow King's domain. Upon activation, deal 20 billion damage to all enemies in range. Self buff damage by 35% and buff all shadows in range by 50% for 200 seconds. Every kill Sunwoo gets while this ability is active, he gains 0.5% more damage to have a 50%. What? So he gets an additional 50%? You're not typically going to be seeing this unless you're playing like Infinite, unfortunately. That you're not going to see that full 50%, but it's still really strong, right? Like they're just adding stuff to this guy. Wow. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Sunwoo is like so far. I mean, I've only seen Escanor, and Escanor I feel like got worse just because he lost his leader skill. But this guy seems disgusting now, dude. Sunwoo went from like kind of a mid godly, like I don't want to say he's mid, but like, you know, he's okay, to like one of the best, I feel like. I haven't seen the other ones, but like, bro, this guy's nuts. He's expensive, but he's nuts. Like, look at this. He's got a dang essay as all of his passives, man, because he gets his shadows for free. And if you rock him as a leader skill, 15%, this guy, 15% damage buff to all summons, spawns, and clones. Bro, it's just buffing this guy even more. This guy just buffs himself constantly. Wow. Yeah, I gotta say, bro, Senjin Woo, better post-rework, I think. Way better, in fact. At least from what I can tell, unless somebody in the comments wants to correct me. But I guess we'll go ahead and check out the last godly we can for this video, man. All right, fellas, here we are in game, and we have the final unit I'm gonna be testing out today, man. Mr. Wukong, bro. Hopefully this guy's good, man. He was really strong, in my opinion, pre-rework. But he's already got some of his clones up. That's good. Let me go ahead and read what this guy does, man. Oh my gosh, another paragraph, bro. Every 25 attacks by this unit, a perfect copy of the unit is summoned and helps the unit in battle, dealing 12.5% of the unit's current damage as its damage, and applies plasma status effect to enemies. Maximum 5 clones. For every enemy killed this way, unit gains 2+ range up to 50%. Somebody will have to correct me like in the comments. Is this like different or changed in any way? I haven't honestly used this guy enough to know. So yeah, let me know in the comments, man, if this is like better or worse. I'm not really sure. Every time an enemy afflicted by plasma applied by Mori's clones are defeated, increases the clone's damage by 2% up to 20% and Mori's damage by 1% up to 10%. This unit reaches the total cap of 10+ damage. Further increase the damage of all allied units in range by 5%. Oh my gosh. I don't know if he was doing all this before. That's kind of insane, no? I'm going to upgrade this guy, man. Immediately into the full AoE. That's good. Holy range, man. He doesn't actually gain any abilities or anything. He literally is just out the box, just basically doing what he does best. Yeah. It's like you place him, he doesn't really get anything. But at the end of the day, he does have bolts. Now, like I said, fellas, with the Escanor, man, if a unit has an exclusive like effect, it's got to be good, right? Like with the sunburn thing with Escanor, I didn't actually check. I should have. I think Sunjin Woo just had bleed, right? Hopefully he didn't have anything special, because if I missed that, I apologize. Sunjin Woo, besides the point, he's crazy regardless. But let me read what bolt does here. This unit attacks applies bolt to all enemies hit. Bolt afflicted enemies receive 120% of this unit's damage over 5 seconds. If a unit with bolt hits an enemy which is under the bolt effect, instantly deal all bolt damage and deal 50% bonus damage? What the? Yo, they broke this, man. This is broken, no? He seems crazy. Dude, all 3 of these units seem pretty crazy. Does Escanor's like his buff, his like 35% damage over time buff for all like flame attacks, does it also count for black flames? Because there are some units in this game, bro, that could really benefit from that. My boy Benny Maru might be back on the table, bro. If that's the case, man, or Sasuke or something, you know? If Escanor buffs the black flames as well, bro, hey, we might be cooking. I'm not gonna lie, chat. But yeah, this guy seems super strong. I'm gonna say he's like, they didn't really change this guy other than his ability. I feel like, unless I don't think this ability was here before, this passive. I think they might have changed it. I wish I would have used this guy more, man. I really didn't. All of these characters, like, I feel like Sunjin Woo, super buffed. Like, Sunjin Woo, completely different character in a good way. Completely different character as far as, like, he went from, like, I would say, like, Sunjin Woo is like a B tier godly. He's, like, S tier now, bro. He's gotta be. He's insane. He's so strong. Broken. Escanor went from S tier to, like, A tier. Unless, I bet you guys, there's gonna be some tech that's, like, found out with, like, you know, like, running a certain team. Escanor is gonna be disgusting on a certain team. But just, like, the value you get out of Escanor now, it's just not really worth going for him, in my opinion. It's a pain to grind that. And Wukong, pretty easy to get, you know. Honestly, I would get Wukong. He seems pretty good, man. I mean, the bolt effect seems super strong. Like, this seems disgustingly broken. Wukong seems pretty good, man.